Yes. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul Schultz signing off, and let's hear it for the Springfield High School Junior Marching Band. Garnet Valley, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Garnet Valley High School Jaguar Marching Band for 2019.
And now the Garnet Valley Marching Band.
Majors are Janine Alvaro and Satvik Kapati. Color guard captains are Tess Tomorrow and Becca Moore. We are proud to present our 2019 show entitled Passion. Our show this year celebrates the passion of Latin music in its many forms. First, we open with a traditional ski in the spirit of the Brazilian Carnaval. Energetic percussion will draw you into the festivities to be carried away by the explosive Latin rhythms and melodies. As our parade festivities come to a close, the mood shifts to emotional passion of the Carlos Santana ballad, Nervous, featuring trumpet solo Rishi Bass. Next, a very dramatic bandstand announces the final act of our show. The exciting and fiery passion of the well-known classic, Malagueña. We thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy Garnet Valley Marching Band's 2019 show, Pasión. Drum majors, is the band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winning number for the 50-50 this evening for $269. And that number is 3136406. Direct your attention to the scoreboard for that number again, which is 3136406. Congratulations.
Well, the teams come back out on the field. Pat Patterson joins me back in the booth. He's been in charge of technology all night tonight, and
Oh boy.
now
Don't let that word get out.
let's say that you're the one that made it happen finally.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Bit of a struggle, but at least we were on stretch. We finally got it figured out. We should be simulcasting to Stretch and YouTube at the moment. So finally got it done.
And you've been here since 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yes. Even more maddening.
Yeah.
Got out of work early. Figured we'd have it all set up well in advance, but oh well. Jags are having a much better time tonight than I was.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a couple of Springfield games, leading up to this, and I thought Garnet Valley was the better team, but I didn't think the better team by 35 points at halftime.
Yeah. I mean, the Springfield's just been so strong the last few years. They've had really strong linebacker play and skill positions, and they are truly in a rebuilding period here. It's a lot of young starters out there, and I imagine they'll be back. It's they don't have the numbers to pull from like a Garnet Valley that can more reload than rebuild. So Springfield's in a bit of a rebuilding mode.
And in fact, I mentioned this whether or not I was on the air at the time, but that Coach Chris Britton had mentioned in the article that the Delco Times does, the compilation of every team. He said it was going to be a rebuilding year, that they only had 12 seniors coming back.
Right.
And it has proven to be the case here in this game.
Yeah, I unfortunately didn't get to see a lot of it, but I got to assume it all happened on the ground.
Yeah, the ground attack has just been the ground attack for the offense has been terrific. The penetration on defense has minimalized the Springfield ground attack. So it's been the two offense and the offense and defensive lines have really been dominant for Garnet Valley,
which is very encouraging. The first couple weeks, I know the Jags defense gave up a lot more points in the first 2 weeks than they wanted to or thought they were capable of holding teams to, and the last couple weeks has been a big difference there.
Bryce Stransfield kicks it away into the end zone. Doherty cannot bring it back. The ball will come out to the 20-yard line. Bryce gets a touchback to start the second half.
Yeah.
That was not wind aided. The wind is blowing. What breeze there is blowing across the field.
Pretty calm.
Looks like Garnet Valley has begun to replace some guys on defense.
Wholesale substitution.
Yes. I think the entire defense is backup players. Ellison, hands off. Matt Clark has been the runner tonight. We're going to have to go into our lineup sheets, Pat, to come up with the tacklers.
Yeah, good pickup of 5 yards there. Little.
Pass to the outside, cuts it back, and right into traffic. It's back to the line of scrimmage. It's like Dylan Widows makes the initial stop. Third and 3. Ellison throws to the outside, caught right at the 30, short of the 30-yard line.
I think he's going to give it to him that far.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
The far linesman walked up just over the marker. And
Alex
got the
Scarino makes the first down. Ryan Doherty on the on the tackle. Rolling is Ellison. He's throwing deep. Caught.
Big catch.
Covered by Dylan Hogan, number 12, but not till the long gain.
Number 86 for Springfield. He was behind the defender the entire time. Had a couple steps on Hogan, and quarterback just kind of laid out and threw it up. Caught him in stride. Nice throw and catch.
Ball's at the Garnet Valley 30. And off to Clark. Gets about 6 to the Garnet Valley 24. Clark tripped up in the hole.
Yeah. So he just wiped out the middle of the hole, had a bit of a seam there, and tripped over the yard marker.
Looks like Blaze McDaniel, number 52, made the tackle. Third and about 3. Passing complete. Touchdown, Alex Scarano. So it's 35-6.
Just a little sprint out to the out pattern there. No one near him, caught the ball, then made a move. Got himself into the end zone. Springfield on the board.
Brett Barber, the kicker. Ball's down, kicks up, and good. Garnet Valley leads 35-7. Barber hit a 40-yard field goal with 4 seconds left to play last week to beat Radnor.
Very generous referee there. The Garnet Valley defender fell on the kicker's foot at the end, and if we were in New Orleans, they would have called that a penalty. And imagine that in that game if they hadn't come back and won, to get beat on a ticky-tack call like that twice.
Back deep for Garnet Valley is number 31, who's not on our roster.
1.
And we have 2 number 27s on our roster. It's either Alex Trezonis or Ryan Saunders.
And the other one's out here. So
Oh, all right.
they're both on the field.
Ball's taken at the 20.
Pick it up.
Picked up.
Pick it up. There's a penalty.
Getting some space to run, and he's out. Slides down at about the 22-yard line. Whichever 27 that was. Saunders. Garnet Valley takes over its own 21. Clock will run the entire second half because they had a lead of 35 or more points. Kevin McGarry is at quarterback, number 1. And we'll set some of the other players for you as time goes. Out to the 26-yard line.
Number 60 in the game, Ryan Monticello, offensive line. Number 53, Brendan Henry in there. Where did I see? 50?
2nd and 5. Taken down immediately. Brendan Boyce.
Number
Cole
80,
Citarelli goes in.
Matt Morowski, the tight end.
Be 3rd and 6. Counter
Oh, they did a good job there.
and a flag. I think that's the first penalty of the game.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, looking at that first half went by really quick. It's going to be a hold on Garnet Valley. A wasted hold because that Springfield stayed home there, and that counter went right into the teeth of the Springfield defense for not much.
Springfield declines the penalty.
Yeah.
Dylan Hogan will punt. Does all of this backup punt team know who they are and where they are? Hogan takes the snap. Ball's away, and it's short. Bounces in Garnet Valley's favor to the 45-yard line, their own 45.
Yeah, Springfield was coming for that one, and number 12, Dylan Hogan, got it off pretty quickly, but he had to. And it just kind of off the side of his foot. Took a bit of a Garnet Valley bounce. I was watching this guy today, though, before the game. Number 46, a sophomore, was booming some punts in practice.
Sis Borden is tuning in Sea Isle City.
He's got a text message from General Widley in Korea saying hi to Judge Roberts and everybody. He's tuned in.
We gave General Widley a shout out earlier.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry, Wheels.
Rolling pass complete. First down. 34-yard line of Garnet Valley. Clock runs at 5:25. Garnet Valley leads 35-7. Pass to the outside quickly.
Oh.
Going to the outside. Another first down. Ellison just threw it to the outside. Yep.
One-on-one coverage out on the end, and just man-on-man, and receiver made a move, made a big play, get a first down for Springfield, and they're driving again.
2 wide receivers to this side. Strong run. Game of about 4. 2nd and 6. 2 wide receivers to this side. Quick toss. Fumble.
Oh.
Loss of yardage. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Rich McHugh out there watching the game too. Thanks for the encouragement. Been commiserating over text messages about my technical difficulties. Said the finished product looks pretty good on YouTube, so.
Here comes a rush. Oh!
Oh,
Oh! Down he goes.
snowed under. Who's that? 153.
53.
Henry? Yeah.
Brendan Henry. 5'9", 175 defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Fourth down at the 30. They will punt.
Good time to work on your fake. No?
Ball's up high.
Some pretty good concentration by one of the 27s.
Ryan Saunders.
Saunders there with, I don't think he meant to be there, but one of the Springfield guys was right in his back pocket.
Sure was.
So he took some, takes a lot of concentration to make a clean catch in that situation.
Hillary Stong is watching. That's Coach Eric Van Wyck's fiance. McGarry keeps it, picks up about 3. Out to the 15. Second and 7. Little or no gain for Brendan Boyce. Oh, he picked up a couple. 3rd and about 5.
Number 91, Austin Sorokinich, checks in. Jags got their heavy set going here.
Quick pitch.
Ooh.
Evan Fenster tries to get outside, but gets brought down at the 20, short of the first down.
Springfield did a nice job just stringing that out.
Garnet Valley's punt team will come on. Jake Morin is the snapper. Dylan Hogan is the punter.
They're still missing one. Oh,
that's twice.
That's the
That's
stuff
twice.
that drives coaches crazy at this level.
It was a late arrival.
Yep. Well, you got the special teams units typically don't have first and second teams, and here's the culprit coming in, not coming in. And these guys are spread out all over the sideline and getting water and lose focus. They got to stick together. You get coachable moments no matter how many points you're up, right?
Coach Ricky went out to talk to that special teams group. Low liner. Bounces at the feet of the receiver, and he had to back out of the way of it.
Yeah.
And as a result, it rolls to the 35-yard line. 37, they're placing it.
Yep. Good roll. Should spot that ball and wind the clock. That might do it for the third quarter.
Maybe the last play of the third quarter. Oh, fumble! And Garnet Valley looks like it recovered. And they did.
They did.
Number 75, Jake Petrolio. Garnet Valley will take over at the 36-yard line of Springfield. Ryan Saunders and Brendan Boyce are in the backfield. Oh, Brendan Boyce is now running off the field.
Well,
Garnet Valley had 12 men on the field that time.
it's the quarter.
Pat and I are going to stand aside and allow Alec Eskin and Ben Hoyt to bring you the fourth quarter action.
The guys bringing in the big lefty. The closers, come on in.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Motor Frank Stadium. And I don't think there's any way to put it, but we're back. We're back for our third season here at this production crew. And man, does it feel good to be back.
You can't say that anymore. I'm glad to be back. Garnet Valley football is always exciting to produce these broadcasts with this crew. And obviously a great game today. Been a great year so far. And obviously just a really good feeling to be able to be back on the air for the first time since Pennsbury last year.
Yeah, so speaking of being on the air, we apologize for the technical difficulties. I know it's frustrating. Believe me, we know it's frustrating. We've been dealing with meeting after meeting, but hopefully we can get everything settled, so thank you for your patience. But the first thing I want to do is I want to make a shout-out to my two friends over there. Shout-out to Alex Watson and Jared Zeff for supporting us all through this program. And I just have to quote the late Andrew Gold. Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for coming to the game tonight, guys.
Little rush by Garnet Valley. It's going to be 2nd and 8 on the third. Correction, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, at this point it looks like Garnet Valley is just trying to run out this clock here. Maybe get a score or two here just to get some confidence for that second team offense. Last week against Laura Marion, that second team offense was getting whatever they wanted. Really good game for them. Today they haven't really had the ball that much. but hopefully they can get something going here.
McGarity hands it off, and that's going not too far, so that'll be third and about 6.
Yep, I believe that he
Third and 3. Wow, that's generous.
Yep. And what Garnet Valley needs to do, they just need to run down that clock, eat the clock, and get first downs and score.
All right, so third down 3 at the 29, 10:51 to go. McGarity in the set, 2 running backs right behind him. And off to number 39, Will Wisniewski, and that's going to be a touchdown for Wisniewski. Oh, nope, not a touchdown. He's out at the 1. He's out at the 1. Wasn't really.
The younger one.
Yeah, so run by Shane Reynolds there.
Yep.
All at the 3. McGarity in the set.
Very methodical offense tonight. Only 2 passes for Garnet Valley thus far, and just methodically eating the clock and moving the ball and blowing Springfield's defense off the ball.
Reynolds fumbles, and Springfield recovers. You know what? Anything to make it a game now, I think is good for the Jags and for Springfield, honestly.
Yeah, and like this is turning into a demoralizing game for Springfield. They were thinking most likely that they were going to come in here and make this a close game. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for them. However, they're still a very, very good team. They're still a very, very good team, and this is not going to stop them from winning, from trying to win out the rest of the year.
Only 12 returning starters for the Springfield Cougars this year. So this may be looking like a little bit of a rebuild year, and I don't know. I feel like it's a shame because Springfield has been so good for so long, and it's been such a competitive game. It's been Delco Game of the Week for like 3 years straight, so it's a little bit of a shame.
Yeah, it is. This is what we call a down year for their program. However, I fully expect it to rise again at some point within the next few years. Past years, they've been a very, 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 very good football team, and they will always compete.
All right, so after the fumble, 2nd and 10, 9:15 left to go on Springfield's 9. Springfield snaps. Throw is complete. They're only going to get a few out of that, so it'll be 2nd and 9, maybe not even, or 3rd and 9, pardon me.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very well. Here's what I gotta say about that. I think it might have been a lateral pass. However, a very, very good job of Garnet Valley swarming the ball.
Well, it worked the last few times, so I don't blame them for trying it again, but this time they had it covered.
Yeah, I think Garnet Valley's started to make some adjustments, and now they're starting to realize, hey, they're just doing screen passes. Let's play press defense now.
Yeah, it's either run, screen pass, deep pass. I feel like that's been their offense pretty much all night. That's going to be going for a couple. That'll be 4th down, and it looks like Springfield's going to punt.
Yeah, nice stop there by the Garnet Valley defense, holding tight once again. But obviously, only 7 points on the night for the Springfield Cougars. Shows just how good of a night the defense has had, and as the season has gone on, this young secondary.
Yeah.
And he has done and this defense has done a lot to adjust, and they are doing a great job, and this has been the peak of their years so far.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be a neutral zone infraction. False start. So it's going to move it a little back. Ryan Saunders will receive the punt. And now that forces Springfield to punt in their own end zone. Very treacherous territory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. If you remember last time when they got stuck in their own territory, they tried to throw the ball for a fake. They did a fake punt. Obviously, didn't work out for them. but of course they punt the ball this time.
Really good punt. Saunders receives. He'll hesitate, go to the 40. He has a wall. Still going. And he'll be brought down around the 16-yard line.
Nice booming punt from Springfield, but just as good return there by Saunders. Weaving through defenders, picking up those yards after contact, and nice blocking as well. And now it's a first down at the 22 for the offense, who wants to look for their first score of the second half.
7:16 left to go. They're on the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. Kevin McGarity at quarterback. Saunders and Reynolds at running back. And that's most likely what they're going to do. You know Coach Ricky likes that offense. They'll toss out to Saunders. And he's going to be... Oh, he got away. He'll get some yardage out of that. Pretty good running from Ryan. I thought he was going to maybe lose some yardage there, but he ends up gaining a few.
Yeah, Saunders at first looked like he was going to lose 4 or 5. However, like I said, those yards after contact been very important for the Jaguars tonight, and of course he does, and he turns a negative into a positive.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the Oneness podcast will come out with a new episode this weekend. Don't forget to tune in on the iTunes Store, Twitter, and Spotify.
Yep, and the link will be up once the podcast is done, and it should be a good one once again.
First down, that'll be Shane Reynolds. 6:08 left to go. 3rd and 1. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Run the ball. I would do what we've been doing all night, blowing Springfield off the ball, creating gaps, and those running backs just plowing ahead.
They'll hand it off to Reynolds, who is in. Touchdown, Shane Reynolds. 41-7 Jaguars with 5:41 left to go.
Obviously a great confidence booster for Reynolds and this entire second-team offense. Great to see them score and extend their lead to 41-7 at the moment.
Oh, Zach Libertar will be attempting the extra point. Libertar's kick is up, and it's, hit the post, but it is good. 42-7, 5:41 left to go. And so that was a great extra point by Zach. I think he's going to be our future kicker because he's been training all offseason, and he's looking really, really good. So I can't wait to see what the future holds for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And currently, and like I say, he's next in line for being the starting kicker because Stansfield, their starting kicker now, is a senior. He will graduate after this year, and he'll most likely be Libertor kicking for the next 2 years.
So we got mostly JV players in now. 5:41, 42-7. Zach Libertar will kick off to Springfield.
Yep.
And I gotta say, good showing from the Jags, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say that we would have expected the Jaguars to win tonight, but not in this fashion. We were probably expecting like a 14-point game at most, not a 42-7 game.
Libertar, his kick is low and short. Well, Lyman gets it, and he is tackled right away by numerous Jags. 5:38, 42-7. Springfield with the ball right near their own 35.
Absolutely swarmed the Springfield kick returner there. Obviously a great showing from all phases of the game tonight: special teams, defense, offense, doing everything right, and the score shows that too.
Now, shout out to our whole crew tonight. They've done an excellent job in working with the technology. It's been frustrating, but we all rallied together, and I feel like we got the result we wanted. We got a broadcast. Isn't that right, Alec?
Yep, absolutely. And we think that we've solved the problem, and hopefully we will have minimal technical difficulties going forward.
Now, Mr. Mink, I know why you like this whole shout-out thing. It's really exciting to do this whole shout-out thing. It's really fun.
Yeah, it is.
5:13 left to go. 42-7.
I think if you're Springfield here, you just want to get a score. Just get some confidence in your offense. You're most likely not going to score 35 points in 5 minutes. But for Springfield, you're probably going to go 1-3, just short-term memory, and just focus on winning the next game.
But who knows? Garnet Valley scored 35 to capture North Penn in that playoff game.
Yeah, and hey, Ridley came back from 0-4, won out the rest of the year, and snuck into the District 1 playoffs as the 16th seed, and they actually gave North Penn a scare.
Yeah, Ridley's a very tough and gritty team.
Yeah, I mean, 1-3 is not. It's not great. Like, you don't want to be there. However, it's not season ending though. They can still win more games than I would expect that Springfield would.
3 wide. Pass is incomplete.
Not the smartest pass there. Triple covered there was the wide receiver. And nice job of reading the quarterback size by number 23, Matt Rickey. No, wait, I'm sorry, number 23, Dylan Widows.
No, they knew Kane was going to throw a pass there, so good reading by the Jags, good read by Widows. 3rd and 13 on the 32. Kane to pass. Excellent coverage there. This is by number 31. Not on the sheet.
must have been a last second edition.
Must have been a jersey change or something like that.
Yep.
But it's going to be 4th and 13. And at this point, Jags just got to run out the game. Prepare for next week against Radnor. And, hey, the Eagles are coming next week. Isn't that exciting?
Absolutely, and it should be a very exciting game next week. Got the Eagles coming in honor of the 100th anniversary of the NFL. And I'm sure, and we, as well as us, I'm sure the Garnet Valley community is very excited and thankful to have the Eagles coming here to Garnet Valley.
Yeah, who doesn't like the Eagles? Our friend Alex over there. Shout out to Alex again.
Yep, and the only people who don't like the Eagles are pretty much every NFL fan. It's not an Eagles fan.
3:17 left to go. 42-7.
Yeah, but obviously, thank you to the Philadelphia Eagles organization for coming to Garnet Valley and showing who will be showing highlights of this football team.
Oh yeah, this is amazing because they're giving their time where they could be doing anything just to come here to a high school football game. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I get and I think the entire Garnet Valley community gives them a lot of credit. Which, of course, they deserve.
I got to cut you off for an update. Radnor and Strathaven have a 7-7 game going. This is a pretty important game. Radnor, we are playing next week, and Strathaven's one of the contenders in the Central League, so that's a one to watch. I don't know if we can get a St. Joe's Prep score. That's an interesting game tonight. St. Joe's Prep IMG Academy at Rutgers, IMG number 4 in the country, and St. Joe's Prep number 10 in the country. I don't know if we can get that, but so interesting.
Yeah, and Strathaven, I think, is what you call a surprise team this year. I don't think anyone was expecting them to be 3-0 at this point in the season.
2:10 to go, 3rd and 5 on the 37-yard line. 2:06 left to go. Little update in the Chestmont League. Coatesville is beating Henderson 48-12, if I'm correct. 40-14. Thank you. 48-14. 3rd time's the charm. 1:38 left to go. 47, 4th and 10, and this may be the last possession of Garnet Valley for this game, at least.
Yeah, you would have to say that. Clock's running, 42-7. Just get the punt away, and then Springfield will run out their final plays, and the Garnet Valley will cruise to a 3-1 record.
3-1. That's a very good place to be. You know that 7-3 will definitely make the playoffs. Half the teams that are 6-4 and maybe a 5-5 team, but 7-3 is where you need to be.
Yep.
Shane Allinger to punt. Sean Park, pardon me. .1, 42-7. I'll give one last update for the team that beat us. Downingtown West is beating Perkiomen Valley 27-10. Perkiomen Valley. I remember we faced them in the playoffs and we upset them. They're a really good team.
Yeah. A few years ago when we were the 10 seed, Road Warriors that year. They are a very, very, very good team. However, Downingtown West is maybe an even better one, and they're just going to keep the train rolling, and they'll go to 4-0.
30 seconds to go. And the clock just keeps ticking, and I feel like they may run one more play, or they may just try to get out of here and back on the bus.
Well, they don't technically have to.
I think they're gonna, though. 2nd and 8
Why
on the
not?
42. Why not?
Why not? I like the spirit from Springfield.
That is going nowhere. That'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2-1, 42-7. Let's send it off to Mr. Mink for closeouts.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you, Ben and Alec. Garnet Valley does win 42-7, and we'll take on Radnor next week here at the Mo. And as Pat has been checking scores, Radnor and Strathaven are tie at 7 in the third quarter.
In the third quarter, which is a little surprising. Strathaven really looked like they're having a bounce back year. Must be just off to a sluggish start, or Radnor found another gear last week. But so that's a good one to watch. Radnor be coming in here next week, and we'll also be joined by it's a featured high school football game for the Philadelphia Eagles celebration of the 100th season of NFL football. So I'm not sure all the bells and whistles that go along with that, but perhaps we will be replaced by Mike Quick and
Mike Quick and Merrill Reese.
We get a week off.
I think we'll stand aside for those two guys.
Just got an interesting score update for anybody that's still hanging with us. And in the third quarter, St. Joe's Prep is actually leading IMG Academy, which is the national recruiting school of all national recruiting schools in high school football. So that'd be interesting if they can hang on. I think Ben was saying IMG's number 4 in the country.
I think so.
Prep is number 10 or something. So good game going on over there. It's probably on Real TV if you guys want to catch up with the last quarter of that. But
we have a crew here for our good night.
yeah.
Alex, Mike, Alec, Jared, Ben, Don, and Pat.
I'm Pat.
To be joined by Goody and Cade. We're wishing you a good night. We'll see you again next week.
See you next week.
Good
Thank
night.
you.